Trust me, you want to hear about strategic procrastination. I am pretty serious. Honestly, I have been trying to remember where I stumbled across strategic procrastination, but my memory is not doing me a favor. Because when I saw strategic procrastination, I was like, there's another type of procrastination. So I had to do my findings. Strategic procrastination is a term that is used to describe a conscious delay in taking action or in making a decision. I'll break it down. Using myself as an example, I simply cannot assimilate in a noisy environment. Imagine I have now on my to-do list, my to-do list says, okay, 12 p.m., read a page in a book. Yeah, and then it is 12 p.m., but then somehow at that point, I am in a very noisy space. At that moment, if I should not procrastinate that task, if I should delve into that task, if I should carry out that task, for me, it is going to be a waste of time. How do I solve that issue? Because at 12 p.m., I am supposed to be reading a book, a page of a book. But then 12 p.m., my environment is so noisy, I can't read. So how do I solve it? I'll procrastinate. As I was saying, for that moment, I am going to substitute reading with another task that can fit in my environment. Because if I do it at that time, it's a waste of my time. So I could probably switch my task, maybe editing a video or probably clearing my messages. You can see that I did not put off reading a page of my book because I was tired or because I wanted to put it off or because I felt lazy to do it. No, I put the task off because at that point it is not convenient for me to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men's and women's, that brings us to reasons that can warrant you to strategically procrastinate. If I had taken up reading at that time, it would have been a total waste of time. For me, I would lose the time and I would not even gain anything because I would not be able to assimilate anything. Like that, we have strategically coined our first reason to practice strategic procrastination, and that is optimal timing. Some tasks or some decisions, they are like time, they are time bound. Yeah, they are time bound. Like if you don't do some things at some specific time, say it's gone, otilo, you can't even like just do them at another time. For me, it is reading. If I'm not reading like probably very early in the morning or in a very quiet environment, I don't know how to read where there is noise. Moving on, we'll take another example. These days, when I wake up after Salah, after praying, I immediately go online to put up things on my WhatsApp status. I have this like morning update thing that I am always putting up on my status, so I immediately go to do that, and then I check through my messages. If it is not urgent, keyword urgent, if it is not an urgent message, I don't open it. I don't open it because I don't want to get engaged very early in the morning without doing some things that I know I ought to do. The moment I get engaged in replying those messages and all of that, trust me, I'm just wasting the rest of that day. I immediately go offline, put my phone on work mode, and get into my physical self, get into my physical duties. Yeah, we're talking about things that have to be done offline. Yeah, these things involves working out, even though it's 10 push-up, it's still workout. These things involve working out, it involves prepping my list for the day. That is if I have not done it the night before. It involves freshening up, having my meal, all that stuff, clearing my space, and filming if I have to for that day. So you can see how I am strategically procrastinating on replying messages and instead prioritizing my morning routine so I can start my day right. Now that brings us to reason number 2 of why you should strategically procrastinate. That is priority management. You feel me? Lastly, we can all resonate with this one, yeah. You remember those times that you have to put off a task until 9 minutes. Yes, like reading for exams. Yes, you know I'm talking to you. No, I'm not also you, because me, I don't do
I don't
that.
want to hear that.
I don't
I
do
don't want to
it.
hear anything about
I'm
that.
talking about
I don't
you
want to hear
people, not
anything about
all
that.
of us. You people. As a good student, which you are not, by the way, as a good student, you are supposed to read before exams. Like, in fact, finish the whole course before your lecturer steps into class. But no, you students of these days, you don't do that. You read 3 days to your paper. What am I saying? In fact, the legends do it in one day. They read 10 hours to to their paper. At that point that you are reading, your brain is fired up. It is chanting, pressure tiwa, pressure tiwa. But what I want to point out is that it is at that point, that 10 minutes rush hour, that is when your brain opens up and starts to assimilate. Yes, hey, you are getting everything. Let's get serious. What am I driving at? I am not endorsing reading 2 hours before your exam, reading the whole syllabus within 2 hours. Yeah, but what I'm trying to point out is that sometimes some certain tasks, yeah, they require us pushing it back. They require us procrastinating on it to, until when we get like that bright idea, that spark, like, yeah, this, oh yeah, I'm getting this idea. And I think this mostly works mostly for creators, yeah. For most creatives, rather, not creators, for creatives, yeah. Creatives are creators. You know what I'm trying to say? This works mostly. This is like a typical example for creatives. See, because I can tell you sometimes, if I probably want to write something, or I'm in this moment of creating something, sometimes I don't get ideas and I just like drop it, like I'll just do something else. And it is at that moment where I'm like doing something else, this light just comes into my head, like, boom, oh yeah, Farida, you can do it this way. And I'm like, yeah, you see. So if I do not put off the task at that point, yeah, say probably I'm trying to write something, trying to create something, and the idea is not forthcoming, and I keep beating myself up and I keep punishing my brain, disturbing myself, it will even lead to burnout. So you get. But if I'm putting that task off till the time where I just have that creative idea, it's called creative surge or something like that, creativity surge or something like that. That way, I'm preserving my energy, my mental energy. I'm not stressing my poor brain. My brain is not poor. My brain is rich. That can also be a reason for you to procrastinate strategically. So you tell me, what other reasons make you procrastinate? What are those reasons? What is that one reason that makes you procrastinate, that you think is valid? Put it in the comment section and let's see, let's analyze it. Let's learn, okay? If you are new to the channel, you're welcome. I hope you stick with us for a long time. And I hope you pick a lesson or two from what we are putting out here. And if you're old subscribers, I love you. Thank you so much. I love you. Bye. Don't forget to come back next week. There'll be another video.